We sail through thick fog, blow out our gennaker, snorkel in a new kelp forest, and go on a spectacular road trip to experience Namibia to the fullest.
Bye bye Cape Town! It was a lovely time, but the wind is good for sailing north, heading to Namibia. But first we have to cross the bridge.
And it's opening for us! Bridge number 1. In the distance you see the second bridge opening, it's a swing bridge.
It's day 2 on our leg to Namibia. The swell is getting a bit less, and what's even better is we are sailing with the swell, so it's not too uncomfy.
The wind increases a bit, so we change to the mainsail. And it's the evening of our third day at sea. We changed back to the gennaker. But at night, the wind increased again and the gennaker blew out. We're gutted to lose our light weather sail. We can't linger too long as another challenge presents itself.
It's the morning of the 4th day on our leg to Namibia, and it's foggy and cold. I'm glad to have some warm coffee. Fortunately we have the AIS. It's not a busy shipping route and we can see the boats on the screen, but we still also keep a lookout. You never know, but it's very, very foggy indeed.
The seawater and air around us are cold, courtesy of the Benguela current, which comes straight from Antarctica. There's still some fog left. There's the sun. But much better than a few hours ago. There we have it, Namibia!
In Lüderitz we assess the damage to a gennaker.
On our passage from Cape Town to Namibia, we were flying our light weather sail, the gennaker. But we left it up too long, the wind increased, and look what happened. It tore our beautiful sail to pieces. Look at that. But we will find tape and repair it. That's our mission.
We don't find repair tape, but we do meet the team of Kelp Blue. Founder Daniel Hoofd explains what the young company does.
So Kelp Blue is a company where we grow giant kelp, like here, and we, by doing that, we boost biodiversity in the oceans, we sequester carbon, and in the meantime we trim the top of it, as has been done from the wild for hundreds of years, and we make profitable products from that.
After growing the kelp from spores, they plant the young kelp in the ocean using anchors, ropes and floats.
In this bay there was not much more than sand. Now it's a kelp forest. The giant kelp grows quickly in the nutrient-rich water of the Benguela current. As only the top of the kelp is harvested, the forest becomes a continuous habitat for marine life. The kelp is processed at a factory, which plant manager Okkemeyer is setting up. Operations manager Ferdi Knoester explains that biostimulants are their main product. These superfoods for the soil can reduce synthetic fertilizer use.
Then it's time to explore the country. Today we're starting our road trip through Namibia. So we're leaving Lüderitz now and heading into the desert.
That's the cemetery, that's the end of town. For hours on end, we are surrounded by nothing but sand. We do spot our first oryx, Namibia's national animal, before we set up camp.
Despite the apparent lack of water, we spot wildlife. We're on the way to Sossusvlei, a former riverbed that the sand has taken over.
Next hike in more comfortable conditions. In the Naukluft National Park, we are amazed at the number of flowering plants. Yet the trail is not without obstacles either. Our campground is set in a rocky landscape. It is decorated with artsy installations and surrounded by photogenic quiver trees.
Via the mighty Fish River Canyon, we make our way to the Orange River, the border with South Africa. After setting up camp, it's time for some exercise.
This is the end for us, or the beginning of our downstream. Here we go! Woo! Along the road we pass wild horses. They seem as out of place as the buildings in Kolmanskuppe, an abandoned diamond mining town that the desert has reclaimed. Mind you, diamonds are still mined here.
Back in Lüderitz, we meet Gilles Dutoit. At his home, he shows us how he turns kitchen waste into fertilizer and biogas.
It is 1 kilogram of waste, 1 liter of water. Okay, this is a shredder. And then now we go here. And then you open it up. And now you just tip it over. Inside is now here, up to this level is just liquid. It's just a thick mush. That is a mixture of all the waste. And what happens is your bacteria starts growing here, and they process all your waste, and the excrete goes to the bottom, and that's where your fertilizer comes in. And because it's various densities, that will go down to the bottom, and your gas is on top. So what we've done is we bring our gas in, and it goes through a water filter here. Again, we want to scrub it, and this is a dryer, just to take, because if you put gas through water and it picks the moisture up. So we're going to dry the gas, and then into a meter.
Ooh, that looks
Very nice.
that actually looks beautiful.
So the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Fields, world famous, biogas, pancakes. Well done, food. Yummy.
He can even use the biogas for lighting.
Lüderitz, thank you so much. It was a true pleasure for staying here 2 weeks. Now we are heading out to Walvis Bay with a favorable southerly wind.
And there is the desert. It will be on our starboard side for the next 2 days. Bye bye. Very foggy as we're approaching Walvis Bay, but there are quite some seals out here.
We make our way to the jetty of the yacht club, where a package from the Netherlands was waiting for us.
We arrived in Walvis Bay, had a shower, had some lunch, and now it's work time, because what was waiting for us in Walvis Bay?
35 meters of spinnaker repair tape in the color red. Thanks to our friend Feitse, who has shipped it all over to Namibia. So with this, hopefully we can get our gennaker working again.
So here it is on the table.
So piece by piece. Once the sewing is done, it's time for some more exploring. first campground is huge. We can't even see our neighbors. More stunning spots follow. Indigenous peoples, such as the nomadic San, lived here thousands of years before European settlers arrived. They made petroglyphs of the prey animals, which we can still admire today. At the Waterberg, we see that Namibia can be green too. This large rock massive retains moisture so well that water seeps out of it all year round. There is wildlife too, small and large. At our final campsite, we see some of the world's oldest living plants, the Welwitschia. Namibia, you truly are a gem of a destination. Did you like this video?
And want to see more? Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on social media, become our patron on Patreon, or subscribe to our newsletter on our website.